This is called Music for Your Ears. And we are so excited to finally be here with you. We've been waiting for this for so long. During this podcast, we will be talking about literature and music and taking all of you guys through topics like music, literature, culture, society, and like how it all affects and evolves each other. We are 5 students of advertising, and we created this podcast in order to give you a new and fresh view on these topics that we're going to talk about, our views. My name is Sana, and now I will introduce each of my friends here involved in this podcast, and they will say their name and their favorite song, genre, artist, whatever, as they prefer to.
Hi everyone, my name is Carolina Gutierrez. I'm 19 years old and my favorite genre is folk, indie, and I also really like listening to jazz music.
Hello everyone, I'm Elise Bloma. My favorite genre is indie music and my favorite band is Bazaar.
Hello guys, I'm Maria Pavia. I'm 19 years old and I listen to a great variety of types of music, but in the end, it's pop, the one that most defines my style and my taste.
Hi, I'm Rocío. I'm 21 years old, and I like to listen to reggaeton.
Okay, it is true that in recent years, the genres that has become most popular in Spain are reggaeton and trap. But Rocío, you, for example, listen to reggaeton, and do you think that music with such a sexist comments and lyrics can be art?
I don't think that every song is art, but I think maybe when you are writing songs, you're doing art. At the end of the day, the lyric is another thing. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, in my opinion, I think, everything that we talk about and we, artists do, it's their kind of art and it's their type of art. But I also do think that there are some things that shouldn't be considered like art or literature. Like now the lyrics of some songs are just like rude, they're sexist, those kind of things that like offends people and like hurt people, that should not be in any way like considered as art.
I'm sorry, Rocío, I also have to disagree with you. As you may already know, my passion is music, and I believe lyrics are a very, very important part of music, and so they should have a meaning and tell a story. And that is what most of artists from a long time ago, or even the 60s or the 70s did. But I think that meaning that lyrics carried is getting completely lost. Before, they used literary figures. They gave the most important part of the song to the lyrics, whilst nowadays they use one word to describe everything, and that meaning is completely lost.
So I think, indeed, I agree with Carolina that now the lyrics are reduced to like a minimum of importance. But I think music is art. Anyhow, all artists, it's artist. It's like, it's in the name. Music is art, but I don't think every song is literature because like, we need text to have like at least one meaningful sentence to describe it as literature. What do you guys think about this?
Well, I agree with you, like the fact that, music is art and it should be considered as that. But like, for example, in the beginning, songs were made from poems, and that was the beginning of like music and songs. It was they had poems and they had to like put music to them in order to like make them like more fun and like everyone knew them. And I don't think that has completely changed, but it's in some ways it has. Like there's like, as we said, like offensive songs, whatever. But there's also been, I mean, we keep writing songs about like books and like movies. And for example, I have some of this. Let me see, let me check. For example, Bed of Nails was written from Frankenstein, the book we read in class. There are many others, like Off to the Races, Pigs, many others. So I think that like a statement like keeps being true, just not in some cases, as it always has.
I personally believe that just because a type of expressing yourself is considered art as an statement, it doesn't mean that every song is art. And of course, it doesn't mean, as Elise said before, that every song is literature. For example, I personally don't believe reggaeton is art. Absolutely not. I believe it has a purpose, and it is to have fun and in a certain type of ambience and at a certain point in the day, for example, the night. It's okay to listen to it, and I also listen to it and also enjoy it, but I certainly don't believe it has to be considered art.
So I never said that every song of reggaeton is art, but I do consider that maybe some songs, they might be considered art, because you cannot generalize everything. Maybe Bad Bunny can make a song that you said, this is horrendous, this is terrible, this is not art, but he sometimes does songs that are like art reggaeton, but maybe the lyrics is more like profound and they have a meaning, not just like having sex and that's it.
I think in order it to be art, there has to be expressed an emotion, that the artist should express an emotion. That for like reggaeton, like Bad Bunny, yeah, of course, he expresses emotions. But we shouldn't like see every type of music like art. We can, but it's like we don't have to, because otherwise, like listening to music, you would have to think every time you listen to something, and it wouldn't be fun. It's like you should just be able to enjoy music, not to think of every single thing as art or literature. But it's nice to think about like the lyrics. I think Carolina can agree with this, because you write your own lyrics too, no?
Yes, indeed. I write my own lyrics because I really like, as I said, music, and my passion is songwriting and singing and composition, and therefore I also have to write lyrics. In my process of writing lyrics and songwriting, I always try to tell a story or explain a feeling in a certain way, and therefore I try to put in my songs a deeper meaning, I believe. I may not achieve it, but that's definitely my intention.
Do you think, like Maria, do you think it's important for a song to have emotion in it, that you can recognize yourself in a song, or don't you really think about it? Like, do you pay more attention to the music or to the lyrics in the song?
I think that songs have to reflect like an impact to the society. So I think the lyrics are more important in this time.
Okay, girls, so to end this first podcast, why don't we do a fun little game called This or That? So I'm going to give you two options, and you have to choose the one you prefer the most. So Beyonce or Britney Spears?
Queen Bee.
Beyonce.
Britney Spears, obviously.
Beyonce.
Okay, and a concert or a festival?
Concert.
Festival.
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 I prefer festival too. A book or a film?
It so depends on like the book and the film. Like Harry Potter, you want to watch the films. Like the book is kind of like lame. I wouldn't read Harry Potter.
A film for me.
I think I prefer the book.
I think I prefer the films. Books are like a lot to read. It's like too much.
Okay, dancing or singing?
Dancing always.
None.
Singing, I think.
Singing. See.
Okay, and for the last question about festivals, Coachella or Tomorrowland?
Coachella.
Coachella. Always.
Coachella, duh.
I'm Belgian. Of course, Tomorrowland.
Okay, guys, so this was the end of Music for Your Ears. Please follow us on Instagram. Make sure to leave us a like and a comment. Tell us what you want us to talk about on the next podcast, and we will be listening to your opinions. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening.